Jay had some really good stuff. Been patient, my friend. Welcome. And
Hi
I'm going to
there.
read your piece out loud here, and then we're gonna dive in. So you're interested in how Dubb AI can become your own personal assistant. Sounds like you got HubSpot, Outlook, email is exactly what we were just talking about. And you're using a combination of Perplexity, Breeze, and Copilot. Awesome. So again, we were just talking about the balls and the snakes thing. So you're beyond the ball. You've at least done the ball and the snake. You're past the very basics,
hmm
chatting with AI. And so now, yeah, exactly. The next piece is to connect those very tools that you just described: HubSpot, Outlook. What else do you have in terms of technology stack? Well, I mean, Dubb, obviously, it's already integrated fully. If you want to do that in the stack with HubSpot as well, like, hey, Dubb, use my stuff, Dubb videos, send them through HubSpot. This,
Okay, I just wanted to, so I'm very basic. Of course, I go way back to you guys. It's
yeah,
like we've been friends for years. Goes back to when I was
I
introduced to
I
Ruby
love it. I'm glad you're
by
talking about.
Jeffrey Gitomer.
Yes, sir.
And my dream has always been to have an AI that really does it all. And I've had some friends say, like I got one buddy he says, my whole business is being run by Claude. Well, and he's been taking classes. And
Right.
you've
That's exactly one of the people that I was telling you about. They bite the apple for 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. And they're like, well, now I'm committed to this thing. And then they have $100, $200 bill a month and they're just building dashboards and it's not actually doing this stuff. That's what most people are guilty of right now that have taken that route, unfortunately.
Yeah. And it's like I look at that and then I've been in and it turns out unless I buy the most expensive HubSpot,
Right. None of it
then the
works. Yeah.
Breeze isn't going to do anything for me hardly. But
Right.
I did find that I could hook my Perplexity up to my HubSpot and it manages to do things for me as long as
Right.
I've got the paid version. And it's
Right.
like, okay, so I'm getting stuff. And so one of my big questions is, I mean, how good are you guys with going into HubSpot and actually working it and doing it and making things happen?
Yeah, yeah. So I'll show you the list of activities that Dubb AI does within HubSpot. I mean, HubSpot's a very robust system, but you'll see here it's
Mhm.
basically most activities that you would want to do in HubSpot between listing, retrieving, updating, creating, getting. So all those things are stuff that you would be able to do within HubSpot. So all the things you would normally do in a HubSpot, Dubb AI could do on your behalf. Create a
And does
marketing.
Dubb AI pick which one of these it's going to use on its own based on my questioning?
Exactly. So if you say, hey, help me create a marketing email, it uses that API call to specifically create a marketing email. The only thing I would say is it might require the nuance of knowing what to ask for. Like if you don't know to call it a marketing email, if you just say, hey, make me an email, it might just make a one-off email. Right. But if you say, hey, make me a marketing email, create an email template for me. So that's the only nuance here when using a more complex system like a HubSpot or Salesforce or something is sort of understanding the nomenclature or the terminology within that one specific tool. Like, for example,
hmm
calls a campaign and an automation. A lot of different tools call campaigns and automations interchangeably different things. And so just having the understanding of that particular platform's terminology would probably be a good thing to have an understanding of if you want to take full advantage of it. But you can
Yes.
see it all; it is all supported here. So you could tell,
Well,
hey,
it looks like it
schedule a
just going
meeting.
down through all this. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like,
There's like
and
75
then
actions or something. There's a lot. Yeah.
so we'll just tell your AI to look at all these things here and then figure out how they all work based upon normal conversations.
Right, right. Well, what I would say is more like this because, and guys, I'm super transparent. We were just talking about like not falling for stuff. I always say, guys, we still use ChatGPT, the free version. I use Gemini because it's included in Gmail, and we have our Claude, regular Claude, because it's like a $20 subscription. Those things, I still do all of my like brainstorming and research, like basic stuff. I use Dubb AI when I need Dubb AI. When I need it to go into the CRM and actually do stuff that requires me to go click and stuff, that's what I
hmm
leverage this tool because that's what it's built for. If it's just a simple thing like, hey, look up this thing online, Google can do that for free for 20 years, right? It's just a little bit more you digging through. ChatGPT can now do that for free and do some of the digging for you. So I'm still always recommending a hybrid of usage here. So like what you were describing is brainstorming or understanding what's possible via the API, via the list of
hmm
items that we just showed here. But instead of telling Dubb AI, hey, Dubb AI, why don't you just retell me everything that's here? Just summarize it for me. I think that'd be not wasteful, but unnecessary. What I would do instead is
hmm
take this whole list of activities, go to my Perplexity, Claude, ChatGPT, the things you're already paying for, one of those just regular LLM for search stuff, throw all and list it. And then I would say, do your brainstorming there in your free tool, essentially, right? And then once the things you actually need done, that's when you come over to here and you say, do this, actually do the thing. And that's, I think, the best synergy here, guys.
Oh, I like that.
The technology.
Well, here's something where Perplexity's kind of got you is they've got a new thing called computer model, and you buy credits, and it uses these credits like gasoline. And so as you're really getting deep and getting good, it's sucking credits away.
Well, Jay, I wanted to share some
Perplexity is part of the technology here. It's actually one of the brains that are used through Dubb AI. So you actually have the same access to Perplexity, just not directly through Perplexity interface, but the same.
That's encouraging. I like that.
Yeah, the same. It's Claude subscriptions included. Perplexity's web search and brain is included. ChatGPT's image generation is included. So all those different subscriptions are already included in Dubb AI on the back end. So you're avoiding additional subscriptions of those tools because it's kind of redundant at that point. You have access to them. I'm sorry, Ruben. I was assuming the thing you're saying. But
that was awesome. Yeah, we call it the MLO, multiple LLM orchestration. In fact, we use all the major LLMs in this to orchestrate to have the efficiency as high and the effectiveness as high as well. So it's that sort of best of both worlds. The thing that I was going to share with you, Jay, is that first of all, welcome back. Great to hear from you. We have a 7-day free trial, and that trial, we want you to go and use this. We want you to go and try this, kick the tires, see how this thing works for you. Go and click that connect button to your HubSpot. Go and click that button to your Gmail, to your Outlook, to your calendar, to your Google Drive. Test this out. See what it looks like. See how it feels. The thing that I wanted to share with you about this idea of Claude Cowork or Perplexity Computer is, do you remember those old school birds that it was like a bird with fluid in it and it would just keep tapping? And from the 50s or the 60s. And the joke was you use that to like tap something like on a keyboard, you know? So the joke here that I'm trying to share is that there's the efficient way of doing things and there's the inefficient way of doing things. The efficient way of doing things is doing things through pure AI and API. So when you have AI working with APIs, you get this amazing synergy. And what that means is that in this case, Dubb AI is connecting to your HubSpot via an API. Right. And that's an application protocol interface, which is basically connecting the two systems. So this does not need to log into your account and, answer the Google CAPTCHA. Is this a street sign? Is this a building? Is this a bridge? It doesn't need to do any of those sort of human required activities. It's going in through the back end and doing things in the most efficient way. So I love Perplexity Computer and Claude Cowork just like the next guy. But I don't use it for sales and marketing. I use it for one-time hacky things where I have to fill out some form 20 times. And that is not something that you should, in my opinion, you should be doing for a repetitive sales and marketing automation experience. What you should be doing is connecting via APIs. So just to conclude, as part of your trial, I really want to get your feedback. Just connect HubSpot, connect your Gmail, connect your Outlook, connect your calendar, connect your Google Drive, and start to truly orchestrate how this all could be connected and become your ultimate sales and marketing department.
That's the dream. That's my dream since there's been AI. I've been trying to move towards something that would do that.